name is Dr. Paget, and I will be the instructor for RTL4340 Fashion Entrepreneurship. And to tell you a little bit about myself, I actually have an undergrad degree in retailing from Texas Tech and took many of the same courses that you take now. And when I graduated, I went to work in product development for JCPenney. And after that, I got married and went to grad school and finished my PhD, also at Texas Tech. And after that, I started a family and also started a small boutique floral design studio where I specialize in weddings. And my husband also has recently started a few of his own companies. So we do have a little bit of background in entrepreneurship and starting businesses. And before we finish the rest of this introduction lecture, I would ask you to please go into Blackboard and print out the course syllabus and the course schedule. And we're going to specifically look over the course syllabus, and you can look at how it corresponds with the course schedule throughout the rest of the lecture. So looking at the first page that shows virtual office hours, I will hold office hours on Mondays and Wednesdays each week for an hour, and the times will be announced at the beginning of each week through announcements. Also, if you need to reach me quickly, you can reach me always on my office phone. I may not always be available, but you can always leave me a message. You can also reach me through my TTU email, but I would ask you to please only use the TTU email account if you need something extremely fast or within a few hours. If not, it's really best to use the Blackboard mail account, and you'll see that you will have on one of the links on the side of the panel, there'll be your email account. And so that's the best way to contact me, but you can also contact me through email and through my office phone. You can also ask questions to the question and answer forum, and there'll be one under each unit. And within that, in your Blackboard email and my TTU email, you need to know that I have up to 24 to 36 hours to respond to you Monday through Friday. So if you send me a question over the weekend, I can't promise that I'll get it answered, but I will answer it on Monday. So if you have an assignment that's going to be due on a Saturday or a Sunday, you might want to go ahead and call me before that happens, or try to call me or email me before the weekend to get an answer to your question. Next, looking at our communication plan, this is really an important part of the course, just knowing how I'm going to communicate with you and how you'll communicate with me. I kind of just covered this, but I just want to go back over it a little bit and reiterate a few things. You will be able to communicate with me either through your Blackboard personal mail tool or through the announcements tool. I will announce every week when I'm going to hold office hours. I also will send you announcements if everyone, or if I have a few people having an issue with something, I'll send out a group email telling everyone the answer to that question or how to do something. I'll also give you little reminders when assignments and quizzes and discussions are due. And then you can also use my TTU email account. And as I said before, please use discretion when using that and try to use it only if you need an answer in a few hours during the week. And our office hours will be conducted through Microsoft Link. It's great because through Microsoft Link, we can not only talk to each other, but then you can also share your screen. So you could pull up whatever part assignment you're working on, and I can actually look at it, make changes for you, and we can kind of look at different things and discuss it. Also, in the question and answer forum is where you can ask students, where you can ask me any questions about the unit, and I'll reply to those questions. So before you ask a question, you might want to go to the Q&A forum and see if anyone else has asked that question and see if I've answered it there. Also, as part of the course, I think it's really important that you enter the course at least 2 to 3 times a week just to make sure that you haven't missed any announcements. I usually will send those to your email, but I still would check your account also to see if I've responded to an email that you've asked or if I've sent you an email through Blackboard, because I will mainly send you all of your emails through your Blackboard email. So please try to check that as often as possible. Looking at the catalog course description for RTL 4340 Fashion Entrepreneurship Retail Business Planning. For the course rationale, its fashion entrepreneurship addresses comprehension studies in retailing and establishes an industry-based reference for in-depth study of entrepreneurial business planning. So in this class, you're going to learn how to build a well-developed business plan, and we'll do so by following a step-by-step approach to starting a business. You will also learn about the various components of the retail business to develop your own business. And some things that we'll do is we'll identify a viable target market for your business. You will learn how to appeal and secure customers through marketing. You'll learn how to select a location and recruit and retrain great employees, and determine how much inventory to carry and sell. And each chapter is sequential and will help you build on your business plan from one chapter to the next. So this course, looking kind of at the different course topics that we're going to look at, this course is designed to teach you what an entrepreneur looks like and what all goes into developing a business and what all is needed in a business to plan to get it funding for your business. So the big thing that you have to have is a really good business plan to be able to get funding to start your business. And so we're going to look at all the different aspects of that plan and what you need to have done for each of those. And as I kind of mentioned before, each assignment you complete will be a piece of your final business plan, and you'll have a chance to turn in each piece to be graded and returned before you do your final plan. There will be 10 major sections to your business plan that will focus on your marketing, your management, your merchandising, your location, your web plan, your financial plan, and your operations plan. And one thing that I suggest you do is look at the example business plan in Appendix D of your text, and this will help you to get a feel of what you will be working on over the semester. And we'll use this example as your guide to complete each piece of the business plan, which will be your different assignments. You can also look at your syllabus and look at the student competencies and course objectives for this class and read them when you have a chance. Now looking at course requirements, as you can see, first we have online discussions that you'll be doing, and those are worth 15% of your grade. And with online discussion, students are required to complete a write-up on the discussion topic given for each chapter on the Blackboard forum. An original post must be 100 words long, and students must respond to at least one other student's discussion post with a 75-word response. And the post and responses will be due on specific dates that are listed in the course schedule, so make sure to go to that tab and look at those, but it'll be the same days throughout the semester. Also, you need to refer to your rubric to see what you will be graded on for your online discussions. Next are your chapter assignments, and chapter assignments must be submitted in a Word document on Blackboard. And you can also look at the due dates for your chapter assignments by looking at the course schedule. And chapter assignments will make up 65% of your grade, so it's very important that you do well on them and turn them in on time, because late assignments will be docked 50%. And assignment files should be named last name and then assignment name, and should be submitted with a cover page including your name, the course number, and the assignment name and the date. An assignment should be submitted with page numbers as well. And all of your assignments will be evaluated and returned for revisions prior to the end of the semester. so that you can get feedback on them, because you're going to rewrite your assignments and they'll become part of your business plan portfolio that will be turned in at the end of the semester. And for all your assignments, you will be graded on grammar, word use, organization, sentence structure, and other technical aspects in addition to the content. And it's really important that for chapter assignments that you go back by going to the grade tab and then clicking on the assignment that you submitted and looking at all the feedback. The feedback will show up in the rubric, and it'll also show up on the actual paper and make any changes that I've specified. And last is your final business plan portfolio, and it's worth 20% of your grade. And the final business plan portfolio is a comprehensive collection of all your revised and edited chapter assignments combined into one document. You'll refer to the business plan portfolio tab in your Blackboard headings to learn more about the portfolio, and also you can look at examples of the business plan portfolio. And then, as I mentioned, there's a grade tab, and your grades will be kept up for you because there's a weighted total used, so it'll tell you your grades throughout the semester. And the slide shows you what's considered an A, B, C, D, and F. And also, I think I forgot to mention on chapter assignments, you need to also look at the rubric for all of your assignments, the business plan portfolio, and online discussions. But also for chapter assignments in your final business plan portfolio, there'll be examples to follow. So it's really important to look at those to kind of help you and make sure that you follow the rubric. This is the textbook for the course, which is Fashion Entrepreneurship Retail Business Planning, the second edition. And it's by Granger and Sterling. And this textbook you will use extensively for your reading throughout the course. Your assignments also come from here, and your discussions. And your textbook does come with a CD-ROM. If you get a book that doesn't have one, that's fine, because I actually provide all of the information that's on the CD-ROM for you in Blackboard. So if you don't, you can always pick up a book that doesn't have the CD-ROM and you should be fine. But you do need to get the book as soon as possible, because we will start doing assignments right away, and you're going to need the book to be able to complete all of the assignments. And one last thing, your quizzes also will be based off of the book and your lectures. So next, looking at academic dishonesty. The big thing with this is just to know that it's not going to be tolerated, and that there will be a penalty for academic dishonesty. And this big thing is just on plagiarism. So whatever you do, just please only present your own work. Next is the Fair and Use Copyright Act, and that's the same thing, just that we're not going to plagiarize. So if you ever are worried about plagiarizing, just go ahead and cite something. You'll notice throughout the book that when you look at the example of the business plan, that there are a lot of citations. And for all of our citations, we'll use APA. Next, looking at online learning environment. Students are expected to assist in maintaining an online environment that is conducive to learning. So the big thing here is just to show respect to others, especially in discussions and your discussion responses to someone else's work. So just don't say anything you wouldn't want said to you. Also, I've provided a netiquette article for you in the discussion sections that you can also look at on just some different tips on how to have etiquette over the internet when doing discussions. Next, if anyone in this class has a disability, please let me know if you need special arrangements. And if you'll send me that form from Student Disability Services, just email it to me. I will get all of the accommodations you need in place. I just need to know as soon as possible so I can get everything situated in Blackboard for you. And last is looking at the technical requirements for this course. And all of our course information will be found at Blackboard. And you will need a computer with internet access to get on Blackboard, and you'll also need to download Microsoft Link to your computer and be able to use that as well. If you have any issues using Blackboard or Microsoft Link, you may have to use the library, or you can also use the computer lab within the college. And at the beginning of the semester, I'll try to send you the hours of when the computer lab in the College of Human Sciences is open. And your lectures can only be viewed through the web browsers, Internet Explorer, or Firefox. I really think Firefox works the best. If you don't have that on your computer, you just need to go ahead and download it. And you'll also need to have Microsoft Silverlight downloaded to your computer. And you can get Microsoft Silverlight through your e-reader. It's a free download. It just helps to with link and with viewing videos. And if you have a Mac, you may have some issues viewing videos. And if so, you may have to go to the library or to the computer lab to do so. Also, one last thing, if you will take a look at your course schedule link in Blackboard, go ahead and print your course schedule and just try to keep up with everything, because in Blackboard I don't give you the dates. You have to go off the course schedule for everything, so you just need to keep up with those. I would print it and put the dates in your calendar just so you'll have them. And just so you know, that course schedule is subject to change. And in the event that there is a change, I will let you know. I will send an announcement and an email to let you know of any changes. And a big thing to remember is to please turn things in on time. There will be no makeup quizzes or discussions or assignments. So just keep checking your course schedule to make sure you will not have any conflicts. And if you're a student representing the university on officially approved trips or for the observance of a religious holiday, please notify me immediately so plans can be made accordingly. And you will lose 30 points for late work. If something's late, please go ahead and turn it in, just because the assignments specifically are going to be pieces of your business plan, and I would rather grade them and try to give you feedback on them instead of you getting no feedback before your final business plan. So please go ahead and turn things in if they are late, but please try to get them in on time, because you will be penalized if they are not on time. And that completes your introduction lecture. If you have any further questions that weren't addressed on the syllabus or in the introduction lecture, just please send me an email and I will try to help you however I can. Thank you.